Hi, welcome to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned into this channel. If you do enjoy watching this reading, if you could please click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Today's reading is an inner child healing reading, and this is for the divine masculine, or any men who are watching this reading at this present moment. You do not need to be on a spiritual soul life path or journey to watch this reading. Is for anyone. First of all, I just want to describe briefly what inner child healing means. It means healing any form of childhood pain, rejection, loneliness, and abandonment you may have experienced in your past during your childhood. And then you can use divine wisdom or knowledge to regain spiritual realignment and facilitate personal growth. Okay? And this is the area that I specialize in. I specialize in shadow, inner soul, inner child healing work. All right. Now, the moon phase is the waning crescent. First of all, the moon represents instincts and feelings in the area of life. It is responsible for rebirths, which is part of the cycle of life. Its power can be used for clarity, manifestation, and to enhance intuition. During the waning crescent phase, it's a good time to reflect or for self-reflection and self-examination and to in all areas of our life and to get rid of anything that does not serve our highest good. It's a good time to banish or expel anything that is not aligned with our higher purpose. The moon element is water, which is to do with our emotions. The crystal associated with the moon is moonstone, and I have three here which I can show you. I hope you can see it. I have just I should say Peach Moonstone or ordinary Moonstone. I have Rainbow Moonstone, and I've also got Black Moonstone. All right, so you can, if you work with crystals or you want to find out more about crystals, there are books available. All right, that you can read about them, or you could read more about these specific crystals which I've shown you. But they are all moonstones. All right, and you can use them if you want to work or meditate with crystals. All right, and the moon as element today is water, okay, which I said is all about our emotions. And the crystal you can work with in regards to the moon element is Carnelian, okay, and it's really good to heal any form of trauma or pain that you have suffered in the past, or if you are suffering anything now. This stone is a very good stone you can use. All right, and or I should say Orange Calcite. All right, so these two crystals can be used uh, to work with for today's moon element, okay, which is water. All right, and these crystals, or I should say, uh, the Carnelian and Orange Calcite is, you can use them to heal the Sacral Chakra, okay, which is to do with our emotions, okay, and it's linked with the emotional body aura. All right. And I do have a video out on YouTube regarding chakras and auras. So if you want to find out more about that, you can do so. And I also have videos out on energy healing as well, which goes more into detail about chakras and auras as well. All right. The moon affirmation today is I know that I am on the right track. The planet of the day is Mercury. Mercury represents mentality and communication in the area of life. Mercury is a personal planet, meaning its energy is all about how we think, learn, and communicate. Mercury rules the body parts, the hands, side, and the nervous system. In numerology, Mercury is associated with the number 3, which is all about union, our connection to others, and aligning with love. Now, the crystal you can use, all right, to work with the planet for today is turquoise, all right. It is known as the most efficient healer. It helps to enhance communication with the physical and spiritual world. It can help heal the throat chakra, okay, which is part of our body, all right, which is linked with the throat. The color of the throat chakra is blue, and it's connected to the etheric template body, all right, which is, as I said, part of the body's aura, all right. And as I said, if you want to know more about chakras and auras, I do have a video out about that goes more into detail. And this is the stone that you can use, all right. And also because Mercury is also, the energy is linked with the mind, you can also work with sodalite. Sodalite is actually a good stone for the mind, okay. You can even work with both of them if you want, all right. So we've got turquoise and we've got sodalite, all right. So I'm just going to put that aside. All right. And Mercury rules the zodiac signs Gemini and Virgo. Gemini is the third house in the astrology chart. It represents communication in the area of life and rules the body parts, the hands, arms, and lungs. Virgo is the sixth house in the astrology chart and represents health and well-being in the area of life, and it rules the body parts, the digestive system. All right, so I'm going to start the reading now, and I'm going to be using the Inner Child Oracle deck. All right, and just before I just shuffle the cards of this deck, I just want to just tell all those who know about the birth natal chart. If you don't know about the birth natal chart, I have a video out on YouTube which goes more into details about that and how you can generate one, okay. But if you have a birth natal chart, you can check your birth natal chart to see how the moon energy and the moon sign element can affect you in a positive or negative way in regards to your birth, ascendant, or cusp sign. All right. So I'm going to use this oracle deck. It's called Inner Child Oracle. And I'm going to consult with the ancestors to find out what message they have for the divine masculine or any men who are watching this reading at this present time. And as I said, you do not need to be on a spiritual soul journey or life path to watch this reading. Is for anyone. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle the cards and see what pops out. So, dearly beloved ancestors, what message you have for the divine? Okay, so the card that wanted to pop out is It says, set boundaries, claim your power, and know your value today. Right now in tarot, okay, because it's come up on the number 32, all right, we normally add the three, or I should say the two numbers together. So I'm going to be adding the three and the two. That is five, and five is all about change. So, as we are in the waning crescent phase, which I should say is a good time, all right, to sort of make changes in our life, to self-reflect, examine um, all areas of our life, and anything that doesn't serve our highest good, um, we could get rid of, okay, or doesn't align with our higher purpose. And in doing so, the ancestors is saying that it's a good time to also set healthy boundaries. Okay, and as I said, it's on a number 32, which is all about change. And what the ancestors is saying, by doing so, we are able to claim more of our personal power, all of our personal power back, because that's what healing is all about. All right. um so I'm just going to pop this on a stand. And if we need help doing so, all right, we can call on the ancestors for guidance, to give us inner strength, to give, okay, in order to help us make those decisions. Okay, they could be life changing decisions. And you could also call on the angels as well. And because it's an inner child healing reading, you can call on uh, Archangel Gabriel, because Gabriel is the angel that's responsible for communication, okay, as well as for inner child healing. All right. And this card is from the Angel Press deck, and it's by Carl Gray. All right. So if you are into divination, um, you can get this deck. It's a really good deck. And he also uh, have a book called Angel Prayers, all right, where you can call on other archangels to assist you in any area of your life, all right. But I should say that Archangel Gabriel um, is the archangel for communication as well as for inner child healing, all right. So what I'm going to do is just refer to the book and just read what the meaning of this card is. Okay, so the message here is, setting boundaries can often be an awkward and uncomfortable thing to do. No is a powerful word, one that many of us have been taught to shy away from. We may feel as though it is our responsibility to create happiness or pleasure for others by saying yes, but this should not have to come at the cost of ourselves. If you have pulled this card, then it is most certainly time to utilize the word no more frequently in your life. Wow. And I can actually take this advice on board as well, because there are many times in my younger years or in my childhood where um, I've been told or asked to do something, and I'm not, which I don't feel comfortable with, you know, and but I just didn't have it in myself to say so. And I'm sure that's happened to many of us. And sometimes because of that wound, we sometimes bring it into our adulthood, and again we tend to repeat what has happened in the past. So our ancestors is just telling us, that it's important now that in order to make these changes, in order to evolve, to heal from what has happened in the past, we need to set healthy boundaries, okay, in our lives. And some of the questions that the booklet is asking us to ask ourselves, it says, how does it feel in your body when you set boundaries? How does your inner child feel when you say no? If saying no brings up any fears of being rejected, know that by placing boundaries, you are choosing yourself. This is such a beautiful message because it helps us not only gain our power back, but it helps us to become more authentic, more true to ourselves, who we really are. Okay, and um, the advice there, it's saying, or I should say, the advice is saying that we reject ourselves when we say yes to something that might be harmful to our well-being. Wow, this is such a beautiful message. And definitely, I personally will be taking that on board ourselves. All right, on myself as well. Sorry. All right. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to um ask the ancestors what additional messages they have. Okay, and this is for the divine masculine, or any men who are watching this reading at this present time, in addition to what message has just come out just now. All right, so I'm just going to shuffle the cards and what additional messages they have. Okay, so the first one that came out, um, it's from the Guardian Avalon Priestess, and it's intuitive awakening. All right, and that's for the divine masculine, or any men who are watching this reading at this present time. It could also be linked with the waning crescent phase that we are in at the moment, because you could see part of the moon here. All right, and I'm just going to just consult with them and just ask them what additional message or advice they would like to give for the divine masculine, or any men who are watching this reading at this present time. So, dearly beloved ancestors, what additional message do you have for the divine masculine, or any men who are watching this reading at this present time? Okay. And the second message that came out is from the goddess Oshun, and the message here is sweet success. Okay, so the first message that came out was from a priestess, and her name is Avalon, and the second is from the goddess Oshun. All right, so I'm just going to pop these on a stand and just refer to the booklet to give us a better understanding what these cards mean. All right. Right, so the first one is okay, so the message here means to meditate, wait and listen, and secret initiations. All right, and okay, it's saying here that she is reminding um you to take some time to meditate and to retreat in order to activate your third eye chakra, which opens the channels to yourself and spirit. Okay, and it's saying that your life may be changing to accommodate the intense process of awakening dormant priest skills. Okay, this applies no matter your gender identification. If you frequently draw this card, it means your soul carries experience of priest or priestess abilities. And it's saying that you're ready to see the worlds beyond the veil once again. And the advice here is that unlocking your intuitive energy has a great impact on your life because it's a soul rebirth. An enormous recalibration of your energy system is at work. Your third eye has been blocked or damaged for eons, so be patient with the healing process. And if your question is about how to proceed with a situation, this card asks you to pause, reflect, and listen to your inner voice because the third eye is associated with our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind speaks to our soul, all right? And what the priestess is saying here is that in order to uh, listen to our soul, okay, our inner voice. We need to take time out, okay, some quiet time, and if we can, to meditate, to retreat from the world, okay. And we can actually call on this priestess Avalon to help us do that, okay. And because it's saying that before we actually make any decisions of our life is always a good time to take back. And to be honest with you, with the Waning Crescent phase at the moment, it is a time to self-reflect, to self-examine, to look at all the areas in our life, okay, that might need some form of change, okay. And that's the first card that came out, all right, um, is all about setting healthy boundaries. It's on the number 32. When you add the two numbers together, it gives you a number 5, which is all about change. All right. And the invocation for this card is I safely activate my intuitive gifts. I see secret truths. All right. So now I'm going to just read what the second card that came out means, which is from the goddess Oshun. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly check. So bear with me. Oshun. Okay, and the message here is giving birth to your own prosperity, feminine leadership. Okay, and the question here is asking, are you secretly afraid of being richly rewarded and successful? Were you taught that life and work are struggles to be endured? It is difficult for you to equate spiritual service with material wealth and social status. You've been working hard for a long time, and Oshun, Yoruba, goddess of creation, has been watching you. She sees your efforts and knows what it takes to juggle countless demands alongside creating meaningful work. You're a secret feminine, or I should say masculine creator in tune with the source of all things. Okay? And it's saying release thoughts of lack into Oshun's flowing waters. It's important that you do this as the universe is moving you in positions of leadership. Allow yourself to be richly resourced and widely successful in all your creations. All beliefs about scarcity and patterns of undervaluing your time and energy are being washed away by Oshun's river. Wealth in all forms flows to you. Claim your throne of divine masculine or divine feminine influence, which will lead to love. Um, and in spirituality, okay, we all have masculine and feminine energies, all right. So spirituality or in divination, uh gender doesn't really exist, because as I said, we all embody male and female energies, all right. Even the divine has masculine and feminine energies. Okay, and the invocation for this card or messages: my creations generate rich rewards. I accept sweet success. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, in addition to these messages, I'm going to now consult with the angels. And as I said earlier on, that you can call on the ancestors, your spiritual guides, um, angels, archangels, for advice um, in terms of our healing, okay, to help us heal, to help us move forward in our life. Okay, so I'm just going to just shuffle the cards, and this is from the Angel Oracle deck, and this is by Carl Gray. All right, and just refer to the booklet to just give us additional advice. Okay, and this reading is for the divine masculine, or any men who are watching this reading at this present moment, all right, or present time, I should say. So, dear spirits, spirit guides, angels, archangels, what additional message do you have for the divine masculine at this special time to help them with their inner child healing? Okay, and the message that came out is forgiveness and understanding. Okay, and I should say that forgiveness is a part of the healing process as well. All right, and if we have difficulty in doing so, in forgiving anyone who has done us wrong, we could ask or call on the divine or spiritual team to give us the inner courage to do so. All right, that is part of the healing process, is forgiveness. Okay, forgiveness and also understanding. All right, so I'm just going to pop this on a stand just to give us a better understanding of what this message is trying to tell us. All right, and this is for the divine masculine, or any men who are watching this reading at this present moment. Okay, so it says here, as soon as you see the word forgiveness, you'll know where this energy is needed in your life. Forgiveness is a correction to human vision, an opportunity to see through the eyes of the soul, and ultimately it gives us an idea of what it's like to see through the eyes of our angels. Whatever the situation that feels heavy on your heart right now, when this card appears, your angel guide is inviting you to release it. You aren't being asked to accept bad behavior or let it go, but to realize that the only person who's truly being affected by your unforgiving thoughts and feelings is you. You don't deserve to have past events get in the way of present happiness. And that can only happen if you make space by releasing painful experiences from your heart. So call in your angels and ask them to help you step into the energy of forgiveness. Even if you feel you don't know how to forgive, the willingness to do it will be enough. Oh, this is so beautiful. This message, and again, it just tells you that why it's so important, as part of your inner child healing, why forgiveness is really, really important to do. All right, to forgive is really, really important. And what I'm going to do is just show you some crystals, okay, which you can use, all right, to help with the inner child process. What I will write the names of the crystals in the description box, okay, after this reading, all right, which you can check down below, all right, in the description box, okay, to tell you, which tells you more about this reading today, all right. One of the, or I should say, the first crystal I would recommend for inner child healing is the rose quartz. Okay, this is in raw form, and this is in tumbled stone form. I hope you can see it clearly. All right, let's push these on the side. Then you have Smithsonite. This is a very good crystal, okay, and it's to heal any form of pain or trauma you may have suffered, okay, during your childhood. All right, you've got Redoxarite. This is another one, okay. It helps heal the heart as well as any form of trauma you may have suffered. All right. Um, you've got Green Aventurine as well. Okay, we've got Peridot or Paridot. All right, it helps to open the heart chakra. You have Kunzite. You can um, add it to the rose quartz. Okay, um, and this helps heal the higher heart chakra. All right, when you're doing any form of inner child healing, as well as dioptase. And you've got Roctite, okay? And this is also a very useful stone as well to when dealing with inner child healing work. All right. As I said, I will write the names in the description box, and then you can check them out, okay? Um, in your spare time. And what I'm going to do now is just ask spirit guides, the angels, archangels, the ancestors, what additional crystal um, that the divine masculine or any men who are watching this reading, what they can use to help, okay, to heal their inner child. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards. Your spirit guides, angels, archangels, ancestors. What additional crystal? All right. Would you like to recommend? All right. So, um, in addition to all the crystals which I've mentioned during the reading, uh, one that the ancestors would also like us to consider or use, I should say, is lepidolite. All right. And the message here is recall your dreams. All right. I do have this crystal on hand, so I can show you what it looks like in physical form. Okay. And I'm just going to refer to the booklet just to give us a better understanding what this message on the card means. Okay. So, okay, so the message here is discover a new dimension of yourself by tapping into the power of the invisible dream world. There is so much information accessible to you within the symbols and storylines of your dreams. They offer a deeper method of understanding and self-reflection, a way to expand beyond the physical realm and learn from your subconscious mind. Start by asking yourself a question before you go to bed and see if you can work out the answer in your dreams. When you awake, write down all the details you can recall. Making this is a regular practice will allow you to access the subconscious information about yourself. And the core questions that the booklet would like to ask you to ask yourself: what was my last vivid dream? What happened after a dream that felt like it had a message? What messages can I uncover from my dream state? And the crystal action affirmation is: I am enlightened by messages from my dream self. The next time you wake up, recall your dreams in a journal as soon as you can. All right, so the affirmation is: I am enlightened by messages from my dream self. And lepidolite is can be used for dream recall. All right, so if you want, you can actually sleep with this crystal as well. All right, to help you during the dream state and to help you recall um, your or what your dream was about. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly um, get this crystal so you could know, or see, I should say, what it looks like in um, in physical form. There might be other cuts of this crystal, all right? But this is in tumble form, and this is what it looks like, okay? All right. So I hope you enjoy this inner child healing reading, and I hope it will be quite useful to you when doing your inner child healing work. All right. And as I said earlier, that I do have other videos out on YouTube. One is called Crystals for Inner Healing and Shadow Work. I've got another one called The Importance of Shadow, Inner Soul, Inner Child Healing. I have one on the birth natal chart, um, uh, one regarding chakras and auras. So, and as I said earlier, if you could check out the description box for the names of the crystals that were mentioned in this video, and you can use them, all right, to help you heal. Okay, you can carry them with you, you can have them around the house, you can go to sleep with them, you know. But as I said, that crystals are very good to help us during the healing process. Okay, we can use them in all areas of our life. All right, so I hope you enjoy watching this reading. And once again, thanks to all those that's tuned into my channel, who've watched my videos, who've left comments, click the like button. Thank you so much for your support. All right. And as I said, this reading is an inner child healing, and it's for the divine masculine, or any men who are watching this reading. You do not need to be on a spiritual soul life path or journey to have watched this reading. All right. And I hope you have a good day. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.